A lot of people might have called you crazy if you told them that the Chicago Bulls are at the top of the East 3 weeks into the NBA season. But how did they get here? Has it been because of their point guard that is basically a 6'8" Steve Nash? Is it because they copied the offense of the Eastern Conference champions? Or has Billy Donovan finally had an awakening after a decade in the league? Or has this all been a fluke? Do you guys remember that 2020 OKC team with Chris Paul as their point guard and everyone thinking that this should definitely be a lottery team, but then ended up being like the 5th seed in the West? Well, that coach was Billy Donovan. A lot of people have said Billy Donovan's a pretty shitty coach given the talent he has had with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, but if you know Billy Donovan's coaching style, you realize he comes from college and he relies heavily on a lot of guards. Billy Donovan requires a pass-first point guard to run his offense. It starts with Josh Giddey pick and roll with Nikola Vucevic. It's actually very similar to Chris Paul and Steven Adams pick and roll. Billy Donovan's philosophy is to always attack downhill out of the pick and roll, no matter what the defense gives you. And Billy Donovan probably had Vucevic and Steven Adams working on these 8-foot floater jump shots after practice every single day. For the past 2 years, the Bulls just looked kind of out of place on offense. You had a bunch of guys that wanted to run, but then your 2-star players were looking to take ISO shots every other possession. Like DeMar just wanted to get to his spots, get to his free throw lines. But now you have a guy like Josh Giddey who can find all 4 players on the court. This allows everyone to want to just cut, play the style that Billy Donovan kind of just dying to play with since his college days. And then you might be wondering, how is this gonna work? You're running 4 point guards and a center. This is a style that kind of worked in OKC. You had Dennis Schroeder, you had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then you had Chris Paul. If you're playing with a lot of pace, you can utilize these ball handlers a lot. Billy has them playing like a team that knows they can't win off talent, so they do the little things, constantly pushing, move it around the half court, and hunt mismatches. And most teams can't beat a team that plays this style because they're just not conditioned to play it this way. It's very reminiscent of the 2024 Pacers in terms of lead guard pushing the ball up the floor every chance. It's quite interesting because a coach can be labeled as bad for like 3 to 4 years, and just because he didn't have the players that fit into his system, right? Billy Donovan wanted to play fast pace, play like the college style kind of in a sense. And we're gonna see if the Bulls even crack 500 this year. I think they're around a 45, 46 win team, but who's to say? I mean, we've seen a lot of teams in the regular season play the style and they do really well. But we've seen the Indiana Pacers go to Game 7 in the NBA Finals playing this style. I hope so. I hope this style of basketball is really enjoyable to watch. But again, until they win a championship playing like this, it's going to be hard to say because we've seen Steve Nash lose multiple times. We've seen the 8-second or less offense. The Bulls probably have like a 4-second or less offense, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.